All right, today we are diving into a really special one. We're uncorking the story of Falanghina, this absolutely captivating white wine from southern Italy. And trust me, this is so much more than just what's in the glass. We're talking about a true survivor with a story that goes back thousands of years. Let's get into it.
I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It really gets to the heart of what makes this wine so cool. You're not just tasting fermented grape juice, you're tasting history. Every single sip is like this little connection to ancient Rome and a story of just incredible survival.
And what a story it is! You know, way back in ancient Rome, this was a big deal, a celebrated grape. The name itself, Falanghina, comes from the Latin word phalangia, which were the wooden stakes they used to prop up the vines. But then, boom, disaster struck. In the late 1800s, this nasty little pest called phylloxera just decimated vineyards all across Europe, and Falanghina, well, it was almost wiped out completely. It literally took into the late 20th century for a few passionate winemakers to say, hey, wait a minute, and bring this gem back from the brink of extinction.
So yeah, that's our whole focus here, this incredible comeback story. We're going to look at how this ancient grape, which was almost lost to history, is now making some of the most exciting white wines in all of Italy.
Okay, so first things first, let's get the name right. It's Falanghina. At its core, it's this incredibly aromatic white grape from southern Italy, mostly from the region of Campania. And like we said, its name is a direct shout-out to the ancient Roman way of using wooden stakes to train the vines. Pretty cool, right?
But here's the thing. To really, truly understand Falanghina, you have to understand where it grows. This idea of terroir, the soil, the climate, the whole environment of the vineyard, it is absolutely crucial here. The land literally shapes what you taste in the glass.
And this is where it gets really fascinating. Falanghina has two main homes, and they could not be more different. On one hand, you have Sogno. It's inland, with clay and limestone soils, and the wines from there are super aromatic, fresh, and elegant. Think white flowers and crisp fruit. But then you go over to Campi Flegrei, right on the coast near Naples, and it's all volcanic soil. This creates a totally different wine. We're talking intense minerality, more structure, and this distinct savory, almost salty kick from that volcanic earth. Same grape, two completely different personalities.
So you've got the different terroirs, but that's not the whole story. The winemakers themselves can take Falanghina in a bunch of different directions. This grape is seriously versatile, which is a gift in the winery. It lets them create a whole range of styles.
You can basically break it down into three main styles. The most common one you'll see is fresh and aromatic. That's usually fermented in stainless steel tanks to keep everything super crisp, citrusy, and vibrant. Then you have these more complex, structured versions. They might be aged on lees, which just means they're left to hang out with the leftover yeast cells. Sounds a bit weird, I know, but it adds this amazing rich texture and notes of almond and spice. And finally, because it has such great natural acidity, it makes fantastic sparkling wine, or spumante, which is just lively, bubbly, and full of bright fruit.
Okay, so we've covered its history, the dirt it grows in, and how it's made. Now for the best part. What does it actually taste like? Let's break down what you can expect when you finally pour yourself a glass.
So when you stick your nose in the glass, you're hit with this beautiful bouquet. It leads with a big wave of bright citrus, think lemon and grapefruit, and these crisp white fruits like green apple and pear. But right underneath that, you'll start to pick up delicate floral notes, that unmistakable minerality from the soil, and this signature little hint of fresh almond on the finish that really sets it apart.
And what holds all those incredible aromas and flavors together? It's this vibrant, zippy, mouth-watering acidity. Honestly, that acidity is the structural backbone of the wine. It's what makes Falanghina so refreshing, so lively on your palate, and so good with food.
And speaking of food, let's get into pairings. I mean, this is where Falanghina really truly comes alive. Its natural zip and versatility make it an absolute superstar at the dinner table.
I like to think of it in three easy steps. First, start with the sea. I mean, given its coastal roots, it's a no-brainer with seafood. Grilled fish, shrimp, and oh my gosh, with the classic Italian dish spaghetti alle vongole, spaghetti with clams, it's a match made in heaven. Step 2, embrace its home. Pair it with the classics from Campania like creamy, fresh mozzarella di bufala or a simple caprese salad. And for step 3, don't be afraid to go bold. That amazing acidity can slice right through the richness and aromatic spices of some Thai and Vietnamese dishes. It creates a really exciting dynamic pairing.
So in the end, you see, Falanghina is so much more than just another bottle of Italian white wine. It's a taste of history. It's a direct connection to a volcanic place. And more than anything, it's a story of resilience right there in your glass.
It really is a comeback story that you can pour and enjoy. So the only question left is, are you ready to go out and discover this incredible Italian gem for yourself?
I really hope so.
Cheers.